in a better mood. I'm in a better mood from last time. So, also, was rewatching my streams when I was uploading them to my YouTube channel. Their ass, I don't know why nobody mentioned that my audio was terrible. So, this first little bit here is just gonna be me checking my audio. Now, great. Okay, so there's gonna be a little bit of an echo up here just because I'm trying to see how it measured up to the game audio. So hopefully I should be able to trigger. Yeah. Control doesn't like me fixing my audio, apparently. Okay, this sounds better. Oh god. Oh, the echo's starting. I'm sorry, I swear it won't be like this for the whole stream. I need to, like, be able to hear myself while I'm managing the audio. It's okay. Once I get the, like, music, because I don't know how loud the game audio is. Because I messed everything, I messed with stuff. And now it's fucked. Oh god, the echo. Oh god, the echo. I'm so sorry. Oh no. And now I can talk a little bit. Talk. Great, okay. Maybe move my... Okay. Talking, testing. Talking, testing. Okay, we're done with checking our audio now. I think that's okay. Whoops. Oh, that did not go well. Okay. That's fine, everything's fine. Oh my god, no it's not! No it's not! Wait, no. It's not fine. Excuse me. Oh. I forgot how spooked. Where?
It's gotten in here too? Alright.
Okay, yes, the mold's gotten in here. Okay. Alrighty, buckaroo. Not a fan. around? Is there like... Can I head this way? I don't like this. I'm not fond of, getting jumped at security and the medical wing each time. Could just be a me thing, though. You know, maybe some folks really enjoy it.
Numerous cell breaches at every level. These hiss things are a bad. Let me know when the hiss are gone. I miss my desk.
We'll see
Okay,
you
there's
later,
nothing else I
Langston.
can see.
I'll be here, like always.
He sounds so happy about his job. He really loves his life, and you can tell. Do I still have to worry about them chasing me? Because I gotta tell you, I'm not a fan. Like, I am so not fond of them flying. It's like if a pet peeve. They're like my little pet peeves. Okay, they're flying? Like, that is just not something I approve of, Roasty Bro. Like, you did not have air clearance for this, Broski. Oh. Honestly, I'm not surprised with my shitty attention to detail that I didn't notice that the entire room was, like, or entire building was, like, different, but somehow I feel like I should have noticed. Just in case there's another way if you're helping. Never mind. You don't get to help. Okay. Because for some reason, I looked ahead, I saw that type of architecture, and I went, that is perfectly normal. I feel that. Architecture. The funny thing is, I would actually probably really like that in real life. Don't ask me why. I don't think it'd be good. I don't think it'd be like, architecture. It's a masterpiece. But I think it'd be fun to be in a building like that. Probably tells you a lot about my character right there. What type of architecture I like. Fucked up interdimensional architecture. It's my passion. It's a real weird thing to have to say that it's your passion, but yeah. If the FBC's here in real life, hire me, y'all. I could work with your floor plan. Plot twist. Playing this was my interview the whole time. Based on how. Oh no! Oh no! This is not okay.
I can see you're upset, Meg. Why don't you tell Uncle Mr. Bones what's wrong?
If your uncle calls himself Mr. Bones, do not trust that man.
I did bad on my clairvoyance test.
You can't ace every test, Meg. You see, everyone has different brains. Some brains can talk to each other. We call this ESP.
ESP?
Some brains can lift objects like a baseball. Talk about a fly ball, eh, Meg? So who cares if you fail your clairvoyance test? Maybe your brain can throw baseballs, or talk to dead people, or make friends blind. Once we know what your brains can do, we'll know what job to give you. And if your brains are just right, you'll get to sit in the big chair.
What if I don't want the big chair?
What if I don't want the big chair?
Everyone wants the big chair, Meg!
That's why we're all here. Use those brains to listen for once, or the only chair you'll get in is the one with straps.
Sorry there. Okay, I need to sorry, I was a little bit doing something else in real life. This thing is so creepy. I don't know what's going on here. Stop. But the FBC needs to stop with the creepy puppet children shows. It's not okay. And also, Bright Falls summary over here. For those of you who do not know, Bright Falls was the name of the town where the first Alan Wake takes place. So, as you can imagine, because I loved the first Alan Wake and I love looking for the connections just between this game and that game, you can imagine that I'm pretty hyped to read this. Because, as you know, my suspicions that I had before are correct, proven correct now. It appears that Alan Wake was an incident, and the FBI agent was probably from the FBC, which makes a lot of sense. So multimedia, that's just our you and your special powers, which I hate. Yes. Okay. ID AWE-35. Event date 09/01/2010 to 09/14/2010. Event location, Bright Falls, Washington. Event summary. An unconfirmed threshold manifestation at Cauldron Lake, Washington, resulted in a fictional story written by the author Alan Wake, creating an AWE in which reality was altered to match that of the story, though only locally and for a limited time. I'm gonna take a sip right here of tea. Sigh. Okay. Event response. Mr. Kirkland, head of investigations, was alerted on September 13th, 2010, by an ex-Bureau agent, Frank Beaker, C. redacted, that an AWE event was taking place in Bright Falls, Washington. Refer to events investigated in 1970, 1976, and 1978. Breaker had received a call from Barry Wheeler, Alan Wake's literary agent, on behalf of Breaker's daughter, Sarah, who is the current sheriff of Bright Falls. A Bureau field team arrived at the site only 2 days later, only to confirm that the event was over. Interviews were conducted, referred to the 1970 redacted Thomas Zane, 1976, 1978 Odin Anderson, Tor Anderson. Alan Wake was believed to redacted instigator. Eyewitness reports highlight an old light switch, possible object of power, that redacted missing. Wake was not found at the scene. Reports claimed he dived into the lake, but no body was recovered in the search. Okay, so we're going to try to analyze this based on what I vaguely remember from Alan Wake. So, Barry Wheeler, again, Alan Wake's literary agent and Alan's best friend. And I remember Sarah, she was the badass, who could run for more than 5 seconds, unlike Alan. Breaker's daughter, Sarah. Alright. Ex-Bureau agent Frank Beaker. Okay. So, it appears that I was incorrect. Head of investigations. Investigations for the FBC or the FBI? I don't know. I don't remember if Kirkland was mentioned by name. But oh well. That's, yeah, so that confirmed my suspicions that it was definitely Object of Power and AWE, Altered World Event. So, cool. That's more information that we now have.
I wish things had gone differently in Ordinary for us.
Oh.
Wishing won't change things. Finding the projector will.
There's so much coming together in this one case. A new object of power, something we have not seen before. I mean, coming from me, that's saying something. And the boy, Dylan Faden. Prime Candidate 6. And the sister as well. Once we catch up with her, but
Oh, so they were
so
switching.
much
They were
potential.
chasing her down.
We're talking
Okay.
North level readings here. And I don't want to invoke his name. It's completely different circumstances here. It's remarkable. There was an incident. Yes. We lost a valuable member of our team, yes.
He appears
This
distraught.
force. Dylan has so much. But he's just a kid. I'll take the blame.
Oh.
He needs some slack. I mean, boys will be boys.
Boys will be boys does not
He's
include
exceptional
murder.
and under a lot of stress. Roberts got killed. It's an unfortunate accident, that's all. Marshall needs to realize this.
Marshall was against this. Okay.
We'll make this work.
Any more? Any more parts of that done? Okay. That is interesting. That tells us a lot. So, okay. So, Marshall went missing and is currently missing. We don't know where she is right now. After Dylan Faden came to base camp and executive. So I think she's trying to kill him. That's what I'm guessing. And honestly, right now, I'm completely on her side. He is dangerous. You can't. Hold up. Let's read this first. Oh. So this is major redacted. Okay. Compiled by Redacted. By order of Redacted. Case 45-HQ-121. Case summary. Agent killed during Redacted, involving Redacted, codename P6. Autopsy findings. Blunt force injuries on the head and neck. Extensive trauma of the abdominal region. Lacerations and contusions of the upper and lower torso. Fracture of the spinal cord between the L1 and L2 vertebrae. Avulsion fracture of the 3rd through 10th ribs, left and right. Blunt force injuries of the extremities. Abrasions, lacerations, the contusions of the extremities. Dislocation of left and right elbow. Dislocation of left and right knee. Conclusion. After examination, it was determined that the cause of death was internal bleeding that occurred when the redacted was contorted through his redacted. Okay, so it was gruesome. It was gruesome. And Darling was just okay with it. Marshall wasn't. Okay. Transcript of conversation. Subject Dylan Faden for review by Dr. Darling. Confidential. Note, subject was alone during this outburst. Dylan, you again. I thought I told you to leave me alone. Why are you showing me this? I can't do anything. Can't you see where I am? Why don't you help me get the fuck out of here? You were showing me things I can't do anything about. Stop showing me her. I don't care anymore, and I don't care about you. You both left me here to rot. Fuck off, you bitch. I will dig out my own brains if it means getting rid of you. I don't want you here. Get the fucking message. The subject repeated the phrase, fuck off, numerous times before being sedated at 17:53. Okay. Yeah, so he's talking about Polaris. Dylan seems to be under the incorrect impression that Jessie did not try. She tried. She's been trying for years. This was valuable information. This was good.
Is this what Dylan wanted me to see? It doesn't matter. We need to find that projector.
Oh, they did know where she was. Okay. Last scene. Coffee shop. Sleeping on a park bench. Going to the library. Glaring. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
All
Okay.
the times I felt paranoid.
Yeah.
Right. The Bureau could have given me the answers, but they just stood by and watched me.
Shoplifting? They got you for shoplifting? Fighting, just... Huh. Jessie Faden movement tracking. Oh, okay. Eastward movement. Oh wow, that was... P7 is Jessie's code name. Oh, okay. Eastward movement, cause for concern, departs for Cheyenne, Wyoming, arrives in Sydney, Nebraska? I don't know what that means. I don't know what any is. You can tell I'm not good at U.S. stuff. Departs Sydney, arrives in Des Moines, departs Des Moines, arrives in Chicago, leaves Chicago, South Bend. Arrives in South Bend, departs South Bend, arrives in Cleveland, departs Cleveland, Bloomberg, or arrives in New York City.
We used to play there all the time. Me and Dylan.
Therapy?
And other kids as well.
Damn, they got her therapy
I loved it.
records.
This time, I remember, was different. We found a way in, deeper into it, like it had shifted. We went inside, and that's where we found the slide projector.
A dump is a place for lost things. Things that have been thrown away. Did you ever feel that way when you were growing up, Jessie?
What? No. Yes, but that has nothing to do with...
Was there a slide projector at your home when you were small?
No.
Those were before your time, I suppose. But your family did look at photos together, maybe. In one form or the other?
Maybe.
When was this? Can you remember? At parties? Barbecues? How did it make you feel? Did your parents ever show pictures that embarrassed you? Was alcohol ever involved at these parties? Did your parents
These are a
drink?
lot of questions.
Did that make you uncomfortable?
No. That's just stupid. Come on. That has nothing to do with this. Nothing.
The slide projector, let me ask you this. As a child, did you ever fantasize about worlds inside pictures? Inside a painting? You know, stepping into a painting, into a hidden world, escaping and finding adventure there, away from your parents.
I don't...
I don't think so. I don't remember. Maybe. I don't know.
They studied what happened in Ordinary here. That's the place to start looking.
Work chat. Dead dog. Wow, that sounds like a happy work chat. Dead dog. Okay. I see your creepy teeth delivery and raise you a dead dog. Yeah, like a straight up deceased dog. Had a collar on it and everything. It had been rotting in that box since they packed it up. Go ahead and imagine how that smelled. Snuggle whining me. I wish I got to watch a parade of human teeth. Work chat, dead dog is so wild to me. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, what did you chat about at work today? Oh, I found a dead dog rotting in a box. Bitch. Why is that moving like that? Compiled by David Lindquist, Operations Assistant, Bird of Not Available. Willow Avenue. Inventory list of recovered materials. A hollow sphere, stone-like material. Vitrified soil. Redacted pieces of various sizes and colors. Animal carcass, possibly canine. Rusted metal bucket, leather wallet, aged shotgun cartridge. All materials to go to the investigation sector for further analysis. Animal carcass. What is with dead dogs out here? Chill with the dead dogs, everyone. Gosh. Remedy, I hate you for that. That was not appreciated.
Dylan and I were both prime candidates.
Yeah.
Experiments.
They didn't even talk to you. And they were like, yeah, this one's... Let's get it going. Get this party started. Yeah. 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 Just to get this pumped up. Yeah. Y'all can't tell. I start saying very absurd things when I am worried about being scared. This is my coping mechanism. I do not talk like this in regular day-to-day life. I do not say for real, for real. I do not say yeah. I do not get to say let's get this party started. This is, I feel the need to clarify because I feel like if anybody were to watch my streams, they would be in like,
Of course
if they
we
knew
are.
who I was in real.
It started there, and it's
I'm being interrupted.
never gone away.
I mean, for lore, it's okay, it's okay. But if somebody were to meet me in real life in comparison to how I talk on streams, not at all. Not even close to being similar. Crazy. What's over here? I better have clearance for that. I should have. Okay, I have clearance for it, but that, like, purple little junk, yeah, that didn't go well for me. So the other times, near the beginning, which I would not have remembered that if I had not rewatched my streams for multiple hours before this. Boom. Oh no.
There's gotta be a way to rotate these tracks. Maybe there's a control panel nearby.
Well, we should certainly hope so. Because I can't really jump down, fortunately.
There's gotta be a way to rotate these tracks. Maybe there's a control panel nearby.
Right. So, see, problem with that, I'm kind of dumb. So... there's gotta be a control panel nearby. Sure. but I'm also on 1 HP, and I don't really like it here. Great job. Why are we humming? I don't know. Do 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 do. I lost my sanity. I can't see anything.
It won't rotate.
Oh,
Something's blocking it.
Never mind. It's fine. Now we can figure out the other part of that conversation. Guess who just had to inspect an inbound delivery of like 100 teeny tiny little boxes? Me. That's who. And you know what was inside each one? A single human tooth. Fucking gross. That other dude did not take that shit though. He's like a dead animal carcass. Dead dog. Try that bitch. Calm down, buddy. Why are y'all... You're like, oh my god, the other day... Like, so gross. Like, so totally ew. Why do they do that? Suddenly I've turned into a valley girl. I hate this. I hate my life. Let's hope that I don't accidentally keep turning into a valley girl, because I would not. That's not really the type of me that I want to portray. Not my image. Cough, cough. Surely nothing will spawn here. Don't call me Shirley. Ha 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 ha. Laugh, it's old people humor. Nope. 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 Where? Gotta say, not a fan, not a fan! Yay, healing! Hated that though, don't do that again. In my head I was thinking, why are all these hoses out? And then I was going to say it out loud, but I realized that there was like a 90% chance that I was about to say, damn, why are these hoses out? And I'm like, that's not good. It's a bad. We can't slut shame the hose. Hose. Zzz. There's an S there. Hose. Not. Oh, never mind. The hoses. Ugh. Hose or hoses. Or hose. Hose or hose. And hose. Oh my god, homophones. Homophones? More like homosexual. If you think that's homophobic, then it's not, I swear. I'm the wrong sexual orientation to be homophobic. Was I supposed to do that? I'm not sure I was. Okay, it seemed to turn out just fine, so maybe I was good. Like this music. I don't think this music did it good. I think that this music did it bad. I do not like this music. It is not music for my own soul. Makes me very displeased. That makes me very sad. Okay. Let's hope this is where I'm supposed to go. Alright, seems like it was. I'm having second thoughts, so I gotta say. You too. You're in. We don't like you. Oh, is this supposed to be down there? I was like, oh, let me go over here. Oh. Some ooh, files. Never mind, I was right. Love files. Maybe not about airplanes, but love files. Not in a weird way. The files in a very, very platonic way. It's just making it more creepy. I need to stop. Stop. Okay. Compiled by Dr. Hubert Tan, Research Specialist, by order of Dr. Casper Darling, Head of Research. Altered examination request. Airplane wreckage. Summary. The airplane in question has been brought in from a private airfield located in the town of Redacted, Cincinnati. It is suspected to be connected to the redacted AWE, see case file redacted for details, and is being evaluated for altered status. The plane is currently being stored in the transit corridor in the containment sector, brought there through the New York subway tunnel, special access redacted. For more information on tunnel redacted and links to urban legends centered on ghost stations, abandoned tracks, and redacted, see file 4-12-4521. The plane's black box is currently being evaluated for redacted, and initial readings have been taken by a research team, though no altered status has yet been detected. Refer to file 9-12-8371 for full report. Is this where I'm supposed to go? Yeah, I was. I did a good, everyone. This thing did a bad, everyone. Okay, ow. No. more things to read. Ordinary, AWE, Stage 1.A-dump. Witness testimonies. Quote, the first slide was a room with dirty wallpaper and dolls on a shelf. There were a lot of dolls. End quote. Dylan Faden, interview 2002. Quote, the house was empty. No one lived there. We played in there a lot. It was our secret playhouse. End quote. Jesse Faden, therapy session 2010. Quote, I went to school with Neil. Some kids called him Nosebleed Neil. It was mean. He had asthma. Tom and his gang, Freddie, Hugo, and one by this name, or bullied him. Oh, whoops. I might need to restart that. We're roll it back. I wasn't sure what I should, I'll just, Starting at, quote, I went to school with Neil. Some kids called him Nosebleed Neil. No, likely Neil Hosenberg, missing. It was mean. He had asthma. Tom, no, likely Tom Barlow, missing. And his gang, Freddie, likely Freddie Bartwell, missing. Hugo, no one by this name was found in public records, bullied him. We brought Neil to the dump to play. Dylan Faden, interview 2002. Extrapolated information, unconfirmed existence of additional slide, designation house.
You're listening to America Overnight, celebrating 29 years.
Okay, we're gonna listen to it from here because I don't like those sounds.
You're listening to America Overnight, celebrating 29 years, shining a light in the shadows. Thank you for staying with us. Here's our first caller.
Hi. What I'm about to tell you, if they found out, I don't know what would happen.
If who found out, brother?
The men in the suits. They told me it was an industrial accident, but this is something else. Something nobody talks about. Ordinary.
This certainly doesn't sound very ordinary, caller.
No, not ordinary. Ordinary. It's a town. And it wasn't an industrial accident. I mean, that's what they said. But that's bullshit.
Whoa, please watch the language, caller. It may be 2 a.m., but we're still a family show.
I'm sorry. It's just, my brother lived there. They said the town was destroyed, but it wasn't. I went there. The people are gone, but the town's there. It's still there.
So the population of an entire town disappears, yet the town remains. Tell me, was the phrase, there is no salvation, written anywhere?
I'm not sure.
The same thing happened in Brazil in 23, a village called Hor Verde. More than 600 people just up and left. The government said they were fleeing guerrilla forces, but we know the truth. A mass abduction, as predicted by my regular guest, Dr. Quincy Reagan.
Abduction? You mean aliens? That's bullshit! I know they're lying!
Now I warned you about the language, caller. I'm afraid we're gonna have to cut you off. And good timing, too. It's time for a short break. Hang in there. America Overnight will be right back.
Unfortunate that the men in suits really just was America Overnight. Okay. ID AWE-24. Event date 08/30/2002 through 09/14/2002. Event location Ordinary, Maine. Ordinary AWE-24. Event summary. An AW occurred in the town of Ordinary, caused by an object of power, a slide projector, ID OOP-15, discovered by local children at the dump outside of town. When a specific set of slides are used in the projector, the projected images open doorways to other dimensions. Multiple slides were used by the children, resulting in the disappearance of the town's adult population. Event response. On August 30th, 2002, siblings Dylan Faden, 10 years old, CP6 materials, and Jesse Faden, 11 years old, CP7 materials, were playing at the local dump when they found a discarded slide projector. See OOP-15 case file and Darling presentations redacted for details. A team led by Director Trench and Dr. Darling arrived at the site on September 14th. The AWE had ended, but the team found the Faden children, who led them to the slide projector, and the slides, which had been burned with the exception of one. Jesse escaped when agents attempted to detain the pair. In total, 17 surviving individuals were found in the town. All of them were brought in for questioning and tests. See interviews redacted. And prime candidate program files redacted. Alright. Here, what's over here?
There's a curious correlation with the yet unknowable forces intruding upon our world, in the form of altered world events. These forces gravitate toward archetypal objects, a gun, a television, supposedly
Archetypal, that's Carl Jung. Remember that,
Clearly
everyone?
Humanity affects this process. Our collective unconscious is a map of sorts. We hold the key, but we don't know how to use it. We create these archetypes through everyday life, popular culture, urban legends, but we are observing and influencing a complicated system in action. We can change the likelihood of something being a receptacle for these forces just by thinking about it. But we haven't found a method to control the outcome. And yet, there's something unique in us, in our dreams, in the conceptual reality with power, with our minds. What's the cause and what's the effect? Are we the starting point or just a necessary evil in this? A byproduct, a reflection, a projection? We'll struggle to find the answers to these hard questions. Or die trying.
What was that at the end there?
There is a curious correlation with the yet...
I can't speed it up. Well. Gotta drink some tea. Ordinary. Wow, okay, drinking tea did not help me clear my throat. Ordinary, Ordinary, AWE, Stage 4.A, Town Proper. Witness testimonies. Jesse and me followed the dung monkeys to the cave. There was a lot of them. More of the kids from town had joined up. It was really scary. Jesse grabbed the projector and we ran as fast as we could. They chased us. I fell and hurt my knee. Jesse tried to help me, but the dung monkeys were coming. They were about to get us, but then Neil showed up. Neil looked like a dog. Like a melted dog. But I knew it was him. Neil said a lot of times he didn't like being a boy because Tom just beat him up. I think he liked being a dog. End quote, Dylan Faden, interview 2002. Quote, the projector wouldn't turn off, so we changed the slide to the hand. I heard her immediately. She promised to help. End quote, Jesse Faden, therapy session 2010. Quote, Jesse said we should call her Polaris. It's because she was doing stars at school. End quote, Dylan Faden, interview 2002. Extrapolated information. Additional slide, designation hand, SID-36, is verified and in Bureau possession. Unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity, designation, Dog Neil, EID-19930.
Hang in there. America Overnight will be right back.
Annual evaluation of Dylan Faden, formerly P6, performed by
Hold on, let's restart that.
Dylan Faden, formerly P6, performed by Dr. Carla Vaughn. The questions asked here correspond to the 5th iteration of the Gunner's psychological assessment. Are you ready?
Gunner's okay. We already heard Gunner's psychological assessment. Last time that we had heard that, I had searched it up, just found some psychologists that supposedly sort of, I guess, popularized or had a hand in some sort of psychological test. I couldn't tell from the information that I found on my own. For real world, by the way, I'm not talking in-game. I couldn't find a specific Gunner's psychological test, but I am amenable to looking that up again and seeing if I can find something different this time around. But let's go with this.
Let's begin then. In a single word, describe the world around you.
Where's Casper?
Dr. Darling is out of the building today.
He's never out. He didn't want to come, did he? He never visits, not since Roberts. Tell Darling it wasn't my fault.
Oh, Darling knows, dude. It's okay. Oh.
I can now. I learned. Will you tell him?
In a single word, describe the world around you.
A prison. A cold, empty prison.
That's not a single word. Just say prison. You're fucking with the psychological test.
3, 6,
okay.
9, 12, 15.
18.
What day is it today?
How the hell would I know? It's not like you give me a calendar.
You find a rabbit in the woods. It is breathing, but not moving. You cannot see any blood. What do?
Leave it.
Expand on that.
It doesn't matter. The rabbit's not real. None of it's real.
What day
Damn, okay.
Do you enjoy asking people questions that can't be answered? Is this what gets you up in the morning? What you dreamed of doing as a scared, stupid little girl?
Can you describe a dog to me?
In ordinary, we had a friend. Nosebleed Neil. And when it all went crazy, you know what I mean. Nosebleed Neil turned into a dog. Or something like a dog.
What day is it tomorrow?
Fuck off! I don't know! There is no calendar! How can I fucking know?
Dylan,
this is the wrong psychological test for Dylan.
Casper! Hey! Are you watching this, you old fuck? Did you send your bitch because you're too scared of me? Where is Casper?
Security, get a demon in here. I need...
Oop, that didn't end well. Alright. It really was. And hi, how are you today? Yeah, Dylan is not doing alright. Dylan, it's been rough for Dylan. Ooh, more files. Yippee! Also, they creeped on the main character's therapy sessions as well. That's the government for ya. Okay. Ordinary AWE, Stage 1.B, Dump. Witness testimonies. Quote, the second slide we called the meadow, but it was really just an empty lot with a bunch of weeds. There was a shack and a phone line. It smelled like flowers there. It was powerful, intoxicating. We had crazy dreams there. It must have been because of the smell. I didn't like it. Didn't like losing control. In the dreams, everything was melting. And then, when we'd come out, everything had melted around the projector. End quote. Jesse Faden, therapy session 2010. Quote, Neil was really into it. We found out he'd been coming there more and more on his own. Then Tom beat the secret out of Neil and found the projector. He and his goons took it. Jesse Faden, therapy session 2010. We thought Neil had gotten lost inside the meadow when Tom changed the slide. But that's not what happened. Dylan Faden interview 2002. Extrapolated information. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide, designation, meadow. So, at least I'm really learning the details of this incident every little bit. Okay. Ordinary AWE, Stage 2, Sled Hill Cave. Witness testimonies. Oh, whoops. Quote, after what happened at school to Mrs. Chester, we started spying on Tom and saw where they took the projector. Dylan Faden, interview 2002. Quote, Tom and his troglodytes were using the Sled Hill Cave as their headquarters. That's where the projector was. They'd been using the temple slide. We called it that, but it was really a broken concrete thing. Like a warehouse, or a bomb shelter, something. Very dark. The not mother lived there with her babies? Children? I don't know. She was feeding Tom and the others her milk. They were changing into little monsters. We called them dung monkeys. End quote. Jesse Faden, therapy session 2010. Ooh. I am not okay with that information and that mental picture. That is not fun for me. That sounds terrifying. Imagine finding this, like finding your classmates being fed by something you called the not mother, and dung monkeys. We called them dung monkeys. You weren't there earlier, but there was like part of one of these sorts of files that was like, we were running away from the dung monkeys. That is horrifying. Oh my god. You wish to unsee and unhear. Yeah. I agree with you there. Oh my god.
Let's see what they have on Ordinary.
Oh wow, that's not...
It's all here. Our home, our school, the woods, the dump.
It's a good model. Whee! Stage 4. I'm assuming this is supposed to be Jesse and Dylan's house. Stage 3. Stage 2. Stage 1. So stage 1, dump. Stage 2, it expanded out into the woods, into the hills. Stage 3, it got in the... It got in the town, and then it happened at multiple buildings. Stage 4, everywhere, and then something at the house. Okay. We kind of knew that already, and basic logic would tell us that, but it's good to, like, get it cleared up. Oh no, oh no. Oh no. Do not appreciate you. No, what is happening? Where am I? Nope, 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 nope. Give me your soul, give me your soul, give me your kick. Oh, come here. No, no, you cow little looking bitch ass thing. No. Bad. Stealing your soul. Come here. I am fighting for my life here. God. Okay. Use those telekinetic powers. Please tell me.
Found the slide projector in the dump outside
Yes!
town.
Yes! Okay.
They recreate that too? Is that where they keep
What?
it?
What do you mean? That's rude. Uh... Okay, well, moving on. Turntable. I'm assuming... Is this not where I'm supposed to go? I hope it is.
You mentioned a poem last time we talked. By Thomas Zane?
Gotta listen.
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh, it connects! It connects! I sound like a conspiracy theorist right now, but it connects. Thomas Zane was the poet in Alan Wake 1 who was part of an altered world event in, I think, 1976, right? So, Jessie is saying that she had contact with a... Okay, stop commenting on my nerdiest. Jessie's saying right here that she had contact with something that had been deleted. Reminder that in Alan Wake 1, the remastered edition, specifically just because I played that and I remember it from that, that the existence and memory of Thomas Zane had completely disappeared. So, this one either implies that by the resolution, or the resolution that we get for Alan Wake 1, that implies that the memory of Thomas Zane had re-entered the subconscious, or that Jessie had pretty much always had this sort of para-utilitarian way of remembering altered world events that had completely been erased from the collective subconscious. It has implications, I swear. Carl Jung, it's important, the collective subconscious. Know your social psychology, people. Okay.
Knowing the shadow you settle for, there's a miracle illuminated.
I looked the poem up. Only I couldn't find it.
Okay, called it. Okay. That implies the second thing that I've said. Okay. That's cool.
I did find a European filmmaker who moved here in the 60s, named Thomas Zane.
What? I don't...
No matter. It suits you very well. The poem. How you see things.
I'd like to point out, sorry, not about this, but I had 3 viewers here for like 2 minutes, and then as soon as I started going on my like conspiracy theorist rant about how it all connects, it went back down to 2, and I find that hilarious.
Maybe you wrote it yourself?
I didn't.
No matter. You've said a
Don't
few
say
times
no
that
matter.
you feel like there's a piece of you missing. Can we talk about that?
People don't like my
Yeah,
like raves on about how much I like Remedy games.
feel an emptiness, a yearning.
You're
for
right, the people just don't
something
understand the
that I think I
conspiracies.
lost.
It's natural for you to feel that way. Your brother and your parents are dead.
No,
No, the brother's not dead.
Dylan's not dead. And that's not even it.
You're referring to the imaginary friend from your childhood?
Polaris,
Polaris is real.
after a long time, she's calling me. In a dream I saw, she showed me things.
Jessie.
It felt more real than anything. As real as what happened in Ordinary.
The industrial accident in your hometown?
It was not a industrial
The
accident.
Polaris caused.
No.
Polaris?
It wasn't an accident. There was
Wait, does
no
Jessie believe that
industrial
Polaris
accident, and
caused it,
Polaris
or is
didn't
it
cause
just...
it.
Oh, okay.
She saved me and Dylan.
I was like, that
Just
doesn't match up with
No.
what we'd heard before.
It was a cover-up. The government knows about it. There were agents there. Agents from...
She knows the
I don't
conspiracies.
know exactly. They took Dylan. I'll find them.
They're trying
I
to
won't
find
stop
you.
looking. Dolores wants me to go to New York. There's a building there. I have to leave soon. I have to be there.
Which
at a
is where we
very
are right now, at the
specific
Federal
time.
Bureau of
Something-
Control in New York.
Something hugely important is going to happen.
Jesse, you know we can't let you go until you're well. And that begins by understanding what's real and what's imagined.
Wow, how dare she? Also, does that imply that Jesse just like broke out of a psych ward? Cause that that would check out. These are some very empty offices. Do people just like not work here anymore? What happened? Ooh, lore. Girl bossing her. Yeah, that's our main character. Okay. To like every time I have to read. It's difficult. I gotta sip my tea. Okay. ID AWE-24. Event date 08/30/2002 through 09/14/2002. Event location Ordinary Maine. Details. Details are largely based on interviews conducted with Dylan Faden, see interviews redacted and redacted for relevant information, and the obtained therapy sessions of Jesse Faden, as well as circumstantial evidence found at the Ordinary site. Note that accounts provided by all three sources contain conflicting data. Example, Dylan Faden claims there were 8 slides for the projector. Jesse Faden mentioned 9. The Bureau found 1 intact slide, designation 36, and the burnt remains of 6 others. Unfortunately, these slides are too badly damaged to be used in the projector. Jesse Faden is believed to be the individual responsible for burning the slides. Girl boss, go, slay, yas. Okay. Notes. Dr. Darling has ordered that the entirety of the Ordinary Town dump be brought to the Bureau for examination and analysis, with the hopes of finding additional slides or other altered materials. Due to the limited space in the investigation sector, this AWE will be investigated in the containment sector. Yes, yas, queen. We love...
You mentioned
Okay, wait, I didn't catch what the poem said.
By Thomas Zane?
Yes. Beyond the shadow you settle for.
Beyond the shadow you settle for. I like that. That's good. I approve. That was the only line that was given to us. I wish we'd been given a full poem. I want to read fictional poet Thomas Zane's work. Wow, they really just did bring a whole ass dump too.
Landfill here in the middle of New York, and nobody saw a thing. Pretty unbelievable.
It's the government. Of course they did. Correspondence. Ah, this is my favorite to read. Federal Bureau of Control. Notice. By order of Dr. Darling, all work in the ordinary dump is to stop, effective immediately. Resources will be allocated to the redacted department. Details will be forthcoming. This area will be sealed at the end of the month. Please remove all personal effects before that time. Any photographic slides, the type used in the slide projectors, found in the area should be delivered to Dr. Darling immediately. I'm assuming that's after Dylan went nuts and, like, killed a bunch of people? Probably? Or, well, actually, we don't really know what really happened. We just know that an incident happened, and we know that he killed somebody before then. Oh, no. I don't wanna. Oh no, the things that look like cows. I don't like you. You're meanies. They're gross little meanies. I don't like them. album cover. I'm assuming that's for the Old Gods of Asgard. Just based on this is our metagame. So of course there's gonna be Old Gods of Asgard. That's just how it is. Yo, no, get over here. Let me telekinetically kill your ass. Oh no. Oh. Oh no. Okay. 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 I'm calm. I'm so calm right now. That squeal right there, that's a battle cry. That I'm terrified cry, yeah. I did not like that. Okay. Could I reset abilities? Do I have enough money for that? Because I'm feeling like my mental, or my melee damage. Stop. My battle cry is great. You just don't understand how great it is. One, 3, 5, 8. Then we have 7 left over that we could spend for... Nah, that's not worth it. That's not worth it. Spend that there. Okay, we're gonna help that. So be. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. I really hope that that's gonna. Where are you gonna appear, you invisible rainbow zesty little bitch? There we go. Okay. That response sounds very homophobic. I'm not denying that it sounds like that. That's not how I mean it, but I'm not denying that is how it comes across. Okay. Battling the enemies. Girl can run for like forever.
The whole landfill here.
Unlike Alan, who cannot run for more than a couple seconds at a time. It's very sad. Oh, I need to kill that. That is what I need to be killing right now. But I can't reach it. Okay. She just really is. Yeah. They both, like, had extreme events happened to them, but then she just was better. Okay, let me get over here. Let me get over here so I can get some help. No, you're please. Please. Do not appreciate yo ass. Why you acting like that? Okay. This is not working out well. Yeah, Jesse's girl bossing. The problem is, I am not right now. Okay. Okay, maybe in the meantime, let's read this one that is it Old Gods of Asgard? I was correct. I don't know if I actually said that right, but that was the one I was thinking of. Quote, I was 9 or something when I found my dad's Old Gods album. I became a huge fan instantly. End quote, Jesse Faden. Of course. Because it's a Remedy game. Yeah. Please, can I win this battle? I am struggling so hard right now. Jesse is girl bossing and I'm girl failuring.
New York. Nobody
Oh
saw
no.
a thing. Pretty unbelievable.
Please, just can I get the high ground? Would that change? Yes. I have the high ground now, you son of a bitch. Like now. Steal your soul. Not you, your soul is useless to me. But stay back, I don't like you. You're kinda ugly. Not gonna lie. This is going significantly better. The high ground really just changes everything. Okay, there we go. That's the main thing taken care of. Now if my aim would be not terrible, it would solve a lot of things. Unfortunately, we are stuck with this very unfortunate wreck that is me. Oh, more flying, please. I snipe it? Could you come closer, please? Let's go! That took so long! Great. Alrighty. I'm glad you're all so proud of me. Or at least you're happy that it's over with so you can see more entertaining content. Okay. None of these are good mods either. Just sad. Aw, thank you. Though I'm sure it is partially because you don't want to keep watching me have to run and do this battle multiple times. Wow, you're so nice to me.
Effective immediately.
Now we get to see.
I'm setting up a new department. Dimensional research in the research sector. Transferring the slide projector there. That's where my focus will be now. The ordinary site remains as is. We'll be back to... I don't know when.
Darling took the projector to the research sector. He dedicated a whole area to it, so he knew it was important. Dimensional research. That's where we go next.
That's Dylan. Okay. Finish Tango. I'm not sure how I feel about the two quests that I'm given being Finish Tango and A Dark Place. That feels a little bit odd to me. Is there something up here? Oh my god! Files. My favorite. Not my favorite type of file, that would be correspondence. We do love lore. It's the best part. You would not believe this, but for the first part, I looked at every single one of these poster boards and tried to figure out what they say. Every single one. Yeah, so my first stream was not very entertaining. I am not surprised that nobody watched that one. It was just me looking at the tiny little poster boards going, okay, I can maybe make out a couple of words here. It was like I was trying to read ancient hieroglyphics from ancient Egypt. Shockingly, much to everybody's shock and surprise, that one was not very popular with viewers. I couldn't tell you why. Yeah, absolutely wild. Okay. Whew, we have more stuff to read. Great. I missed this one, so at least I got it back on the way back. Okay. We gotta drink some tea first. Or else my voice is gonna come out all cracked and I'll sound vaguely like Mickey Mouse. And that'd be terrible. Alright. Ordinary AWE Stage 4.B Town Proper. Witness testimonies. Quote, we went in and met Polaris, like a star. She told us we were special. She made us special. It felt like being born or reborn, the world fading in for the first time. Familiar, but somehow different. End quote. Jesse Faden, Therapy Session 2010. Quote, Polaris told us how to turn off the projector. The dung monkeys and the Knot Mother were coming straight at us. Dylan was crying. I turned it off and they were gone. It was over. I took out the slides and burned them. All of them except Hand. End quote. Jesse Faden, Therapy Session 2010. Extrapolated information. Unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity. Designation Polaris. EID-19929. Case files. Globe supplement. Ooh. ID. Wolf. Globe. AI 72-P. Acquisition date 04/12/2010. 2010, yeah. Containment location Panopticon floor 02, Unit 9. Wolf. Globe. Background. The item was found in a penthouse suite at Redacted, Toronto, belonging to David Wolf, who is being investigated for illegally dealing in altered materials. See case file 13-HQ-37. Bureau agents raided his penthouse and found numerous paranatural belongings, including redacted, and this item. Mr. Wolf was arrested. Supplementary materials. Article from the Daily Toronto. Quote, so why would a 36-year-old Bay Street investment trader, filthy rich, married to a model, disappear overnight? That's the question that's kept Toronto high society up at night this past week. Police say it's being looked into. Some nutjob radio show in the States claims he disappeared to join the Illuminati. But it's this reporter's opinion that Mr. Wolf, bored of his job, sick of his family, left it all behind to retire in some remote beach paradise. Now he's sipping Mai Tais while the world thinks he's dead. End quote. She was wrong. Incorrect. Where you seen this?
Dylan's a lost cause.
Oh, no we haven't. Okay.
I know, I struggled to see this. But we contained him now.
Oh, he's not doing okay.
I wish I had sided with Marshall. Back when it was just one person. So many dead.
Oh, he did kill a lot of people. Of course he did.
I thought his youth was an asset. Just too much too soon. Effective immediately. I'm setting up a new department. Dimensional research in the research sector.
Oh, okay. So we didn't see the first really part of that. Okay, but we saw the last part. I know we haven't seen this. Oh my god, fake news? Huh. Is it though? The board is lying, I think. That seems incorrect. I feel like there is many things still wrong in this facility. Oh, there is no description of this. I'm not sure how to feel about that. Okay. I guess what we'll do first is go check back at base camp, see if anything's changed there. Maybe if we might even have new questions to ask Dylan. Let's go talk to Emily. Emily, do you have stuff? Please.
Do you remember Mr. Tomasi, the head of communications? The
Oh yeah,
hiss
he
was
did.
changed into showed up in containment near the turntable.
Oh.
I'll take care of it. That thing's not getting away this time.
I've heard reports about his particular use of
I don't
language and
wanna do a
intonation when
boss
we're getting
battle.
the his babbling. The biological and behavioral distinctions between different his corrupted individuals is truly fascinating.
If you can't guess by just how Emily here is talking, she's my favorite character. She's trying to figure shit out.
I should get going.
You gotta love it.
Don't let me hold you up.
Okay. Do we have... Because sometimes we come back in here and she just has random new files laying around. But I guess not this time.
I need the containment protocols for every
Arish, please.
Man, I never thought I'd be working in the executive sector. Look at me now, Ma.
Nothing. Okay.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
Let's go talk to the crazy brother. Wait, this is the wrong direction. She looks alive inside. Same, girl, same. I feel her on a spiritual level. Okay.
Trench was part of the same shadowy group that are responsible for every disaster this country's ever seen.
Dude, you're part of the group that's responsible for every disaster ever seen. This place is literally called the Federal Bureau of Control. What were you expecting?
Here.
Dylan. Can we talk?
I'd like to tell you about a dream I had last night.
Okay, buddy.
Okay. I'm listening.
I was back in Ordinary before all of this happened. But in the dream, I was alone. It was just me. I was the only child. A girl. My name was Jesse Dylan Faden. But then the Bureau came and caught me, brought me back here, locked me up. Have you ever noticed that our names, Jesse, Dylan, they could be girls' names, boys' names, could be anything. Don't you find that
Well,
weird?
yeah. That's not weird.
I find that weird.
He finds that weird.
Sure.
Okay.
The hell was that? Is he trying to mess with me?
You are a worm through time. The thunderstorm distorts you. Happiness comes.
Anything more you want to say?
Maybe Dylan's still in there.
Anything?
Maybe there's a way to reach him.
I'd like to talk
Any
to my
other
brother.
fabulous stories?
Dylan?
Dylan would like to tell you about a dream he had just now.
This again?
I was going to be the new director of this place.
That's Jesse Dylan
I helped you get a
Faden?
job here so that we could be together. You
Oh.
were an office assistant. You'd make coffee and deliver the mail, and there was always plenty of work to do. And it stayed that way forever and ever. It was nice. Really nice.
That's debatable.
But here's the
She's like,
strange
no
thing.
promotions? God.
The dream shifted, and none of it was real anymore. It was a game. We were in a game, and it was a fucking boring game. But you couldn't stop playing.
And then it shifted again. Or maybe it was another dream already. Or maybe I'm just confusing them. But in this other dream, it was more like a musical.
Gotta love musicals.
This is an ordinary song about an ordinary girl from an ordinary
Yeah, spit that fire.
It's the ordinary story. She worked an
Yeah.
ordinary job in an ordinary office. Something. And that's all I can remember of that dream.
Maybe that's for the best.
Okay. I can't. Do we more
Maybe I can
dreams?
learn more
You got
about
any
the
more?
hiss from him.
I feel like we should give up now, but
I just had an interesting dream.
oh, you had an interesting dream.
Shit.
That's fascinating.
She's so
but
done.
Let's talk about the hiss.
That's fascinating.
This dream was about the hiss.
Oh.
Best I'm gonna get.
In my dream, the hiss had broken free of this prison, this house. I'd set it free. And the president himself was there to welcome us. He was the first one to take the hiss in. Spread the word. At first, many people thought it was horrifying. That he was horrifying. But also, many people who heard his words wanted to welcome the hiss in. And slowly, more and more of them came around until the whole world was brought together by the hiss. It was wonderful.
Okay. Thanks for saying
Maybe
that.
different definitions of wonderful.
For the
here.
record, that will never happen. Not as long as I'm alive.
Yes. Slay. That determination. She's like, that's not gonna happen.
Why have you dissected that freak?
Bitch, that's her brother. Like, I agree, but that's her brother. I like how you can just casually change outfits. Like a fashion show. Okay. Now, which quest should we do? We could do the main quest. We could do the shitty quest that I hated last time I tried it in Miro Man. We could do this thing, which should give me more powers, I think. We could do this. We could do a boss battle. There's a lot of choices. I like how I just didn't even mention the mold. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. That's a no. That is not in our skill level yet. Okay. I guess I'm going to go do this one, because maybe it'll make it easier to play this game. Synchronicity. I'm assuming that's in psychology. Sweet. Okay. Okay. Also I need the spin for this quest, so... Synchronicity lab. Okay. Wow, it gets an intro. Woo. Not sure how I feel about this one. bit disturbing. It's okay. Oh! Oh no! What happened there? Where am I? Ah, there we go. Synchronicity experiment. Ooh, viewers went down to 1. I don't think there's anybody left. Because usually when it says 1, it just means me. Oh well, though. That's fine. I don't mind if people don't want to listen to me yap.
Debrief for Mirror Excursion 7C. Subject is Agent Hardy. Hardy spent approximately 3 hours in the mirror. The longest time on record. Can you describe your experience inside Agent Hardy?
So no.
Agent Hardy is physically healthy. All tests have come back clean. Yet the speech issue has persisted for hours. Calm down, Agent. It could be psychosomatic, but the fact that this only occurred after returning from the mirror makes a paranatural explanation more likely. I recommend a battery of tests and a Class Orange quarantine.
Compiled by Dr. Jared Gronson, Synchronicity Department Chief, by order of not available. Altered Item Behavioral Study, AI-60, containing the reflection. Summary. AI-60, the mirror, does not reflect its surroundings with perfect accuracy. The environment as seen in its glass contains slight distinction. It is unknown why the mirror does this. If there is any redacted, then it's something we can't perceive. The popular theory is that the mirror has a goal in mind, that it reflects the world it wishes were real, subtly replacing our reality with its own. While certainly far-fetched, the theory is worth noting here as a warning not to underestimate the mirror. The specially designed black rock panels have been installed to prevent access from our side or the mirrors. For added security, a particular arrangement of the panels is required to open the door. Refer to file 9-15-7412 for full report. Synchronicity experiment compiled by Dr. Jared Gronson, Synchronicity Department Chief, by order of Dr. Casper Darling, Head of Research. Examination of paranatural topics. Experimentation with global synchronicity. Summary. As a test, television sets were placed in a variety of locations around the world inside rooms identically decorated. The hypothesis was that by identically altering the decor of every room, and then changing the channel in every room but one, that the single differing television would spontaneously align the incoming frequency to match its synchronized counterparts. The experiment seemed like a failure, until it was observed that the agents responsible for arranging and moderating these rooms were all experiencing the same emotional turmoil as one clinically depressed member of the team, himself being located at the eastern part of Redacted. Psychological examination of the agents proved the correlation. Interestingly, the phenomenon of synchronicity did occur, but not in the way we predicted. Refer to file 1-87-3452 for full report. Compiled by Dr. Hubert Tan and Dr. Carla Vaughn, research specialists, by order of Dr. Casper Darling, Head of Research. Altered item examination proposal AI 60, aka the mirror. Summary. This proposal is to finally determine the precise nature of the reflected space within the altered item. Is it transplanar, psychologically generated, or rooted within our own dimension? How does the altered item know the space in its vicinity well enough to reflect it? Why does it reflect some materials but not others? Is the space a parallel reality? If so, then we need to consider that while we possess this physical end of the mirror, someone else owns the other. What purposes might they use it for? Can they walk through into our own world? What are their motives? Lastly, to what purpose does this altered item produce the reflections of individuals that enter it? Can these reflected entities leave the altered item? As with all altered items, we need to attempt to distinguish if this behavior is redacted. Refer to file 5-12-8,500-251 for full report. Ooh, can't be mixing up those letters and words. Great. Okay. Do as you're told. Don't eat the mold. Do not eat the mold. You cannot eat the mold. Never eat the mold. Middle. So I'm guessing it wants to be let out, so it goes middle. Then what's it gonna reflect here? Never mind. Whoops, that was a camera. I'm blind. Whoops, I messed it all up. Somehow, I highly doubt that that was the correct order.
What do these shutters do?
You're supposed to press them in a certain order. No, I don't wanna.
The shutters in the image look different.
You're right. Okay. Those shutters are how... Okay. So this is the right side of where the mirror is supposed to be. Okay, but the mirror is facing... Yeah, so this is supposed to be the right. So these top furthest away need to be up. I think. Then these...
What am I missing?
The other side. 2 down. Furthest. Other way around, maybe? Wait, no. Oh my god. This is the same problem that I have when I'm driving. I can't figure out directions like this very properly. Okay, so the mirror. The mirror is viewing from the other side of this direction. So when it's going like that, it is projecting back out. From our perspective, that means that this is the left side. So the left side needs to have down 1, 2. Down 1, 2. Up, down, down. Wait, no. Should be.
What a weird way to lock something up.
Ah, let's go. Okay. Yoink! Into the evil mirror we go.
Wait, that didn't sound right. Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah. Okay. Explore. Ooh, I can explore. Oh, and then it's gonna give it the right thing when he's. Yeah. Okay. So it's flipped around.
What? I can't understand you. You need to listen. I saw something in there. There is something inside. You need to lock down the mirror. Why are you talking like that? What's wrong with you? All of you? There's something in that fucking mirror.
There was a goddamn void. Directions are flipped too. Why does the sounds
in there?
No, I did not see.
Anyone could understand that.
Oh. Girl, stop saying stuff out loud. We can't understand you. Nous ne comprenons pas. Non, nous ne comprenons pas. Pardon mon français. C'est terrible, je sais. Oh well. Not sure what I'm supposed to do about that. That was probably not it. Not sure what I'm supposed to do that. America. America. Could I break the glass? No. Violence is not the answer, apparently. That's really disappointing. I felt like it was. It was in. Yeah. Oh, girly, you don't look evil in that like that at all.
That's not good.
That could be good. She could be saying hi. Maybe. I mean, you know, she doesn't look like it, but she could be. She's smiling. Oh. Never mind, I think you're right. So man. Something fucked up. Can I not teleconnect? Can I not telekinese you? I'm better than you'll ever be, bitch. Is that what Jesse was saying there? Oh. Oh. Well, the pale imitation is better. It appears. Oh. I don't have that. Why does she get to have that? Where is
another one?
so not fond of you, really.
That better be all of them. That explains why they locked this mirror up.
Alright, I only died once. That was okay. And yet I get jump scared by my own phone buzzing because I got an achievement.
I wonder what the Bureau was doing with this thing. Well, it's cleansed now. The haze is gone. It's dealt with.
Sweet. Okay. ID Victorian Mirror AI 60-UE. Acquisition date 07/15/2005. Containment location Synchronicity Lab Research Sector. Containment procedure. The item should be kept in a sealed chamber with minimal external visibility. Description / altered effect. A hanging mirror, oval in shape, the frame is made of ornately wrought brass. Brass. The item does not reflect its surroundings accurately. The item's effect is complex. Most notable is the fact that the glass transports individuals to a paranatural space when touched. In this space is an imperfect a reflection of our reality. Some objects inside the reflection are simple mirror images. Some are redacted, while some do not appear at all. The reflection only contains areas within a rejected distance from the item itself. Relocating the item has proven that the reflection changes depending on its surroundings. Agents have been sent in to explore the reflection. Rejected has been observed in the test subjects sent inside, believed to be psychosomatic. Prolonged exposure to the reflection is not advisable. Coolio.
I need the containment protocols for every altered item or object in power.
Ew, what's
This
this?
is Lynn Salvador, head of Bureau Security. I'm making a formal security order due to the
Oh no. Not that. Jukebox. But not the fun kind. Sure, might as well. least now that I know. Seize your soul. Cool, I can do wave battles. just gotta play it like the government. You gotta recruit them for help. You gotta be a little bit like Uncle Sam. Not too much. Just a little bit. Now those were the two easier ones, I believe. So, I'm a little bit nervous for the rest of them. Where's that data? Am I missing a dead body here? Is it this?
They're all dead. Please. Please, you come home.
Hated that. It's okay. I'm feeling very calm. I'm not stressed. I am manifesting that calm energy. I am manifesting that chillaxability. But we're gonna try this other area. 'Cause I'm totally not mad. Not even disappointed, I'm just okay. I'm sane. Yes, I'm perfectly sane. You know what I do best? I do sanity best. You know who's the most sane of all? I am. Okay. I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling just fine. And I am totally not lying. The calm, the peace, the energy. Oh, whoops, why is that not? Uh-oh, why is it not manifesting like that? Whoops, wrong one. It's okay. You're not breathing. Life still has meaning. Come on, please, 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 please. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. You just gotta get out of the life, get out of the life. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. 4 minutes, you have 4 minutes. You totally have enough time, you totally have enough time, totally have enough time, totally have enough time. How much time do you have? You don't even need to look, don't even look, don't even look, you don't need to look. Why do you need to look at that? You don't. You don't even need to. Why don't you? Because you don't. It's just simply not necessary. Oh god. Yeah, that's not enough time. Urgh, you know, very so close. That was okay, okay. Intermission. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go do other stuff, and then I'll be back for Okay. So I'm back. Yeah, for reference, just for reference, we're gonna take a little look-see. We're gonna look at what my level is compared to those enemies' levels. So I am level 6. Those enemies at the end were 2 levels ahead of me. Pretty far into this game. So, or at least I like to think I am. And you know, I'm only level 6. So what does that tell you about the enemies in that level? They're fucking OP. I gotta tell ya, that really pisses me off. So. We're just gonna maybe try this one. Oh my god, wait. Oh my god.
It was distressful. Fate sensed a drowning man.
Alan. Oh god, Alan is writing.
Investigation sector, huh? We should check this out.
Jesse, why are you not questioning who the hell that man is? She's like, oh yeah, I take advice from random men all the time. Okay, so
Darkness engulfed the elevator.
oh god, so he's writing this in his second game.
Jesse Fagan could hear it. A call. It was faint, reaching for her from a dark place.
My god,
Fagan
dude.
was sensitive to visitations. She had them all the time. From her guiding star and the previous director. She was the perfect receiver.
Oh dear god. Yeah, he's writing this whole...
Fagan paused to feel it. The force at play. It was changing things around her. Subtle. Trying to make her act. Fagan didn't like that. Her guide felt it too. Polaris didn't flare up in defense as with the hiss. So it wasn't all bad. A hostile transmission. It was powerful, but it was coming from far away. And made weak because of the distance. It was a distress call. Faden sensed a drowning man. A man desperate to escape. She sensed something else too. A hunger in the dark. Not unlike the hostile residents. Waiting. She knew that desperate acts can have grim consequences. It was this, more than the man's despair, that made her follow the call. The elevator lights winked back on. The darkness receded like a memory. There was a new button on the elevator control panel. Investigation sector. Phaeton pressed the button. The elevator door slid shut with practice bravado.
Dude. Oh my god. And here I was, about ready to end stream, but how could I dare to end stream on that little note? I can't. I really can't. Okay. So, Alan is to some extent writing this. Okay. Now that's a twist I can roll with. I sure hope that we have a flashlight.
Hello? Anyone here?
Guess not.
Missing agents. Correspondence. Great, that's my favorite. Okay. Mr. Kirkland, here are the latest agents confirmed missing, presumed dead, from the containment breach yesterday. Agent Jonathan Connor, researcher Ezra Crowes, Agent Caroline Dempsey, Agent Lindsay Malcolm, Agent Charles Murray, Agent Derek Shaw. Letters of condolence will be delivered to you, signed prior to sending them to their families. You will be updated as soon as additional confirmations are made. Also, per your request, a network engineer checked how many cases were backed up digitally. Unfortunately, a large number of active investigations were not yet archived, and the only hard copies of reports exist behind the firebreak. They're lost, I'm afraid. Kirkland, he was the one that was sent down to investigate the wake.
Seems a lot more crowded than the rest of the bureau.
Tractor supplement. Resignation letter. Well, now this seems rather interesting. Redacted of redacted, 2019. To whom it may concern. It is with great anger and regret that I tender my resignation of Head of Investigations for the Federal Bureau of Control. I do this in protest of the rampant disregard for my department's redacted. My staff cannot continue to work in these conditions. Previous requests and warning have fallen on deaf ears, so I must now rely on my actions to speak louder than my words ever could. I blame this situation on our redacted, who has routinely ignored my requests for assistance in reclaiming the parts of the investigation sector lost to the redacted inside. A redacted loose inside. I will never forget the screams of brave agents begging for us to open that firebreak. I will carry that shame for the rest of my days. That redacted has failed his agents. I shall never forgive him for that. Sincerely, William Kirkland. So he's like mad. Okay. ID Bureau Tractor Bruff. I don't know how to pronounce that. AI 82-KE. Acquisition date 04/21/2019. Scene not acquired. Containment location not available. Supplementary materials. Known. Miscommunication led to a local coroner examining the body of William Burrow. Burrow, William, male, Caucasian, case summary, a 33-year-old man found dead on his property per police report. Remains obtained for coroner's office also include blood, urine, bile, stomach contents, and bone fragments. Autopsy findings: blunt force injuries, head, lacerations, left ear/cheek, blunt force injuries, extremities, dislocation, right knee, complete avulsion of the right upper extremity, associated fracture of the proximal right humerus, extensive trauma, abdominal region, complete avulsion of multiple organs, including stomach, heart, liver, pancreas, kidneys, and portions of the large and small intestine, all missing from scene. Conclusion: it is my opinion that Mr. Burrow's death is not the result of a mechanical accident, as claimed by authorities. The removal of organs is consistent with animal attack.
It's not working. Probably a loose power cord somewhere.
Correspondent staffing issue. Mr. Dennis, so yes, there's an increase in AWE cases, and yes, it would be a good idea to put together a special task force to examine exactly why that is. However, it seems that a tiny little detail has slipped through the cracks. We don't have the damn staff. If you expect us to detect, investigate, and process more AWE cases, you need to give us more people. It's simple math. Between the staff we lost in the Hartman thing and the ones who left for other departments after Kirkland quit, we're barely managing to keep up with the workload. Hell, just filing the paperwork for all the altered items we left behind in the sector has been an ordeal. Another thing, and this is going to sound paradoxical, but we need an overcrowding situation. This lobby is meant to accommodate a whole sector's worth of staff. We put forward a motion to move investigation to a more suitable location months ago. It better not be still sitting on your desk. The people are getting restless, and as Kirkland's interim replacement, it's your job to handle it. Best regards, Agent Grayson. So, here's my thing with taking out this light. Here's my thing with it. If that could power down the lights, and seeing as Alan's writing this, I do not want to power down the lights. Especially not with the name A Dark Place. That is not something I'm really fond of doing right now. Oh my god, on the wait case. Okay. Okay. To our Dennis from D. Gleason. Subject, possible lead on the wait case. Mr. Dennis, a request came through recently from an FBI agent asking for all our files on Bright Falls, specifically on the disappearance of the author, Alan Wake. Per the interagency information exchange agreement, I had some paper pushers gather up a folder of all the pre-approved files. Don't worry, all the inappropriate material is either missing or redacted. But I'm writing to let you know that we received this request from a special agent named Alex Casey. Sounds familiar, right? That's because Alex Casey is the name of the fictional detective in those hard-boiled crime books Alan Wake wrote. Pretty interesting that an FBI agent sharing a name with the most famous character Wake wrote is looking into a case dealing with a writer's fiction coming true. I think this is worth looking into, but what's your opinion? Just give the word and I'll start surveillance on this guy. Special Investigator Gleason. Cool. We like that. Compiled by Tim Spalder, Special Agent, by William Kirkland, Head of Investigations. Official Findings Report. Read Dr. Casper Darling, Internal/Confidential. Summary. Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, internal investigation D-084-5 was launched into the ethical practices of Dr. Casper Darling, head of research. Despite the accounts of anonymous redacted regarding inhumane treatment of a redacted currently housed in the Bureau, our official findings regarding this were inconclusive. Numerous obstacles arose during this investigation. The majority of redacted sector personnel seem to be wholly unaware of any such redacted contained there. One redacted confirmed the redacted's code name to be redacted, but all files pertaining to that name were inaccessible, being classified under the highest clearance level. Investigators were similarly blocked from entering the redacted research wing to interview its staff. The matter was further complicated by the lack of clarity on whether non-human paranatural entities warrant humane treatment. While this investigation cannot address any charges against Dr. Darling, we do recommend an investigation into redacted research. Refer to file 9-82-0136 for full report. Okay, so there were people that were, like, trying to figure out what went wrong with Dylan. Culture night. Okay, that's again corresponding to Alan. Director investigation. Trench official warning. I'm liking the lore on this place. Compiled by Redacted. By order of William Kirkland, Head of Investigation. Official findings report redacted. Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, redacted, was launched into the redacted of Director Zachariah Trench. A recent change in redacted witnessed in Director Trench, including aggressive redacted when redacted with other staff, has been observed. However, this investigation is aimed at interpreting this issue rather than proving it. Notable redacted between Director Trench and Dr. Darling has been witnessed by numerous Bureau staff. Although both declined to meet for an interview on the matter, witness accounts suggest their arguments center around the dimensional research wing and the redacted kept inside. However, no evidence exists to confirm Director Trench's redacted as anything more than interpersonal disagreements. This investigation has concluded that Director Trench's behavior is not indicative of any redacted, and that his fitness to lead is not in question. Refer to file redacted for full report. Okay, so this is about the girl with the mold problem, or that's heading the mold problem. Compounded by Agent Lisa Keenum, external investigator, by order of William Kirkland, Head of Investigations. Official findings report, read Dr. Rhea Underhill. Dr. Rhea Underhill is a professor at the University of Woodrow in the United Kingdom, where she teaches biology with a focus on botany. Dr. Underhill once worked with the Bureau as a parabotanist stationed in the research sector of the oldest house. She served with no incidents or demerits and is praised by those who formerly worked with her, including Dr. Darling. Dr. Underhill has no known connections to paracriminal organizations or any record of breaching her NDA since leaving the Bureau. Her civilian behavior has been ideal, with the exception of an ongoing personal relationship with Dr. Darling that appears to have begun during their time as co-workers in the research sector and revisited intermittently ever since. Depending on the duration of her work in the oldest house, it may be required to have both parties sign a relationship clearance form. This investigation has found no compelling reason to deny Dr. Darling's request to offer Dr. Underhill an interim position with the aim of finding a solution to the mold threshold issue. Refer to file 7-08-5286 for full report. To Chief Investigator Dennis. It happened again. Third time this year. Something certainly has it out for our redacted. Could be raccoons. The locals certainly complain about them enough. But why the hell would raccoons keep going after a monitoring station? Doesn't add up. Anyway, I've got a Bureau tech going to the site next week to take a look. Next on the list of recurring problems, this is staff at the Lake House Research Station. How am I supposed to effectively keep an eye on Redacted Lake if they won't let me see any data? Hell, I don't even know what they're researching out there. We need to petition them again to share their info with investigations agents. It's only a matter of time before this Redacted hits again, and I want to be prepared. Anyway, if anyone at HQ asks why the Bright Falls report is a little thin this month, tell them it's because we couldn't take any readings. In the meantime, I might invest in some raccoon traps. Sincerely, Agent STVs. Kirkland. I am growing tired of your blatant attempts to lay your incompetence on my doorstep. I know you want this to be true, but you are head of investigations. This failure is your responsibility. What did you think would happen holding a dangerous specimen investigations? The containment sector exists for a reason. They are better trained and have better equipped for this type of work. In fact, they have admirably taken on certain AWE monitoring responsibilities that your staff are no longer capable of. This happens more and more now. I don't think your petty internal investigations have gone past my notice. You are a worm. Everything I've done has been for the benefit of the Bureau. The prime candidate program only failed because of Darling. You're both failures plotting against me. You are traitors, but the truth will emerge out of you. You are choosing to become my enemy, Kirkland. You don't want to be. Zachariah Trench, Director of the Federal Bureau of Control. Damn, I like that one. He got mad. I like when people get, like, have noticeable emotions when they... So, okay. Okay. Compiled by Patricia Lewis, Special Agent, by order of William Kirkland, Head of Investigations. Official Findings Report. 3. The Prime Candidate Program. Internal, confidential. Summary. Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, internal investigation P-142-9 was launched into the legality of the Prime Candidate Program, redacted by the Federal Bureau of Control. Since all known subjects relevant to the investigation used executive privilege to decline interviews, very little first-hand information was gathered. However, anonymous sources and documentation declassified by Mr. Kirkland both paint an alarmingly clear picture of what was systematic, redacted, and redacted. Redacted were brought into the oldest house and placed under redacted examination and testing with the aim of appointing one as director upon maturity. This program has produced no successful cases, and only resulted in the traumatic redacted of paranaturally inclined redacted. Not only is this in breach of the Ash Act, but it flies in the face of basic human redacted. This investigation team unequivocally redacted the Prime Candidate Program and recommends that it be redacted immediately. Refer to file 9-82-0136 for full report. Okay. Protractor AI 82-KE. Acquisition date 04/21/2019. C not acquired. Containment location not available. Containment procedure. Item is not in Bureau custody. No. Description / altered effect. Frank tractor. Olive green. Dried blood on the gill when last seen. Item is capable of vocalized responses or growls and unmanned locomotion. Considered highly aggressive and dangerous. Background. The item first came to the Bureau's attention after the death of William Burrow, owner of the Bureau Farm outside of Trenton, Texas. Local authorities arrived on scene after an employee found the mutilated body of Mr. Burrow beneath his tractor. Police arrived, but were immediately driven away by the tractor. Panicked calls to federal authorities were intercepted by Bureau communication staff. A team was dispatched. Upon arrival, the agents approached the item, and it responded by growling like a bear. 3 agents were injured when they tried to detain the item, which escaped. Aerial searches for the item are ongoing. Speaking to Mrs. Burrow only revealed that she had a domestic altercation with Mr. Burrow earlier the night of the incidents. Whether these events are connected is currently unknown. Mr. Kirkland, we stopped at Keystone on our way to the target AWE like you asked. I'm sending my report directly to you to try and keep a lid on this Grumman/Morales desertion issue. We didn't find any sign of them here. Given the records, it is possible they've switched teams, like you suspected, but I don't think that's the case. An event definitely occurred here in Keystone, and I think Grumman and Morales got caught up in it. The entire population has vanished into thin air. Reminds me of the ordinary case, but that was just the adult if I'm remembering the file correctly. This is different. I think our guys are casualties, not traitors. If it was an AWE, it seems to be over. We walked through the whole town, and the only strange thing we noticed were markings on the various buildings. 2 overlapping circles with the dot in the shared space. Could be unrelated. I'll show you the pictures when we get back. In the meantime, you should send a team out here to cordon this place off and maybe get the comms guy working on a cover story. Sincerely, Agent Keenum. Okay, so the 2 overlapping circles thing, we've seen that before in the Ocean View Motel. Just pointing that out there. We've seen that multiple times. In fact, I think it's even been referenced in maybe like 2 or such other files. So that's a recurring thing. Now, I'm a little bit worried about this quest right here, because as I mentioned earlier, I'll re-show the file that was seen recently. Okay, maybe it wasn't about the hotline, but it should be here somewhere, maybe. No? Well, it was someone. Yeah, it was Wake. So, I'll just replay this.
Darkness engulfed the elevator.
And this is approached when I tried to come down the elevator for this quest that had no description, by the way.
A call. It was faint, reaching for from a dark place. Peyton was sensitive to visitations. She had them all the time. From her guiding star and the previous director. She was the perfect receiver. As if she'd been made for this. Peyton paused to feel it. The force at play her. It was changing things around her, subtle. Trying to make her act. Peyton didn't like that. Her guide felt it too. Polaris didn't flare up in defense as with his. So it wasn't all bad. Not a hostile transmission. It was powerful, but it was coming from far away. And made weak because of the distance. It was a distress call. Phaeton sensed a drowning man. A man desperate to escape.
Drowning man being referenced to Wake here.
A hunger in the dark. Not unlike the hostile residents. Waiting. She knew that desperate acts can have grim consequences. It was this, more than the man's despair, that made her follow the call. The elevator lights went back on. The darkness receded like a memory. There was a new button on the elevator control panel. Investigation sector. Phaeton pressed the button. The elevator door slid shut with practiced bravado.
So, for those of you who do not know, that was Alan Wake, who in Alan Wake, the game, he was a writer that had these events where he wrote a story and it came to life. This has been referenced multiple times throughout the different files in this, and so his appearance here as essentially writing Jesse here is super confusing. We don't know. We had no idea that Wake had any sort of involvement with Control at all. We'd assumed that that the Federal Bureau of Control, the FBC, had noticed and known about Wake, but we had not known that Wake knew about the FBC. So it's kind of shocking that he is essentially leading our protagonist here into some sort of fate that we don't know why, we don't know how. Okay, we're just doing it. And for those of you who are like, oh, that little box here, you need to put it up there. I know, I need to put it up there. But here's the issue. Here's my little conundrum, right? So, this place, this quest right now is called A Dark Place. And for those of you who didn't play Alan Wake 1, or 2, or whatever, dark is associated with it because I know for the first game, I don't know about the second, I haven't played it yet. I'm assuming A Dark Place is a reference to the second game, because Alan seems older, and so I'm assuming that he's writing this in the second Alan Wake. I'm assuming. But anyways, it means that if these lights go out, there's a solid chance that I'm about to face some monsters that are not his. That I So, I guess just...
Now that
I'll
gate's open.
Please, lights stay on. Because I would hate if they turned off. In fact, because the only reason I haven't played Alan Wake 2 yet is because I'm scared. Because those, like, night monsters, terrifying. Hated them. But, whatever, right? Totally worked out fine. It's just being a chicken. Okay. Official findings report. Incident number A-49. Internal confidential. Summary. The purpose of internal investigation X-039-7 is to examine the containment failure of specimen S1- or SL-1 that resulted in the deaths of redacted agents. An inspection report of the containment equipment 3 days earlier showed no faults. Investigators suspect human error to be the cause. Yet no department has provided any evidence to support this. Technicians were able to recover the researchers' notes on the specimen from the internal network. On the redacted of redacted, the specimen began displaying a sharp increase in aggressive redacted. Cross-referencing that date with various logs found only 2 events inconsistent with the sector's daily routine. 1. The air filters were changed, and 2. An hour prior to the incident, a civilian named Alice Redacted entered the sector regarding an unrelated investigation. See interview number 65-F-124. Given the connection to the same AWE case, it is likely that Mrs. Wake's presence is relevant to the specimen's escape and to the redacted. Investigation is ongoing. Okay, I don't know that it is Mrs. Wake, but I believe Alice, from what I remember, is the name of Alan's wife in Alan Wake 1. I say as if they're not married in Alan Wake 2. I don't know. He kind of went insane. He kind of disappeared and, like, got caught, so we don't really know. So something may have escaped that may have to do with Alan. Right. That's where we're at right now.
I'm no detective, but something definitely happened here.
Oh my god, I couldn't guess. Jesse's so smart, y'all. Okay. Compiled by Agent Tim Spaldard. Spalder. By order of Remy Dennis, Chief Investigator. Paracriminal Profile. The Blessed Organization. This group / individual has operated outside of the Bureau's notice for decades, perhaps longer, displaying a level of skill and caution rarely seen in paracriminal groups. A review of past cases has found various mentions of their activity over the years. In 2016, a production company called Blessed Pictures was connected to an altered item case, as well as the death of an agent from exposure to illicit paranatural materials. In 1994, a Los Angeles-based public speaker named Chester Bless was involved in the illegal use of an altered item. In 1988, a business called Blessed Repair and Service was suspected of involvement with an object of power case, perhaps even creating it. None of these businesses or individuals have ever been located. However, their connection to appearances of altered items and objects of power is too direct to be considered circumstantial. An arrest order has been issued for any persons believed to be involved with the Blessed Organization. Refer to File 7-39-0922 for a full report. That could have significance. I don't know yet.
Do we know each other?
Oh!
I feel... this feels familiar. I can't seem to... I've forgotten it. I'm sorry. My name is Alan Wake.
Oh.
Who are you? Who are you? Do I know you?
I'm your friend Tom. Tom Zane. There's nothing to worry about.
Tom. The poet. Diver, you look different.
That was just a role. A character. The protagonist I played in my old film. I'm a filmmaker. An auteur like yourself. We're working on this together, remember? An artistic collaboration.
Okay.
You need a drink.
Night Springs. Okay. Dr. Darling. Okay.
Endless darkness. Nothing holds still.
We're very close now. You've been right. I found a way to escape. It'll work this time.
Right?
You found a way!
No. I don't... Wait. There's something.
Is that the ashtray maze that they're in?
He's out there. I've seen it.
Yeah. Nothing to worry about. I'm dealing with it. It's fine, my friend. Let me handle him.
You've met him? What the hell?
Now, come on. You misunderstand me.
She's like, what the fuck was that? Who was that? Oh no.
That
Okay.
was Alan Wake, The writer who went missing in that
Oh,
AWE
okay,
case
she
I
does
read
know.
about. What's he doing here?
That's the
Thomas
optimal
Zane was
question.
with him.
My favorite poet. What?
No, wait. He was a filmmaker.
He was both.
I always remember that wrong.
No, girly, you were right. Okay, Ocean View Motel looking a little bit different this time around. Oh. Broski bro, not the time for the hiss nodes. Huh? Radio silence, I guess. What's this? Just turn off all the electronics? Maybe? Anything making noise? Huh. Oh. Run back into the light. The light is what saves us.
Dr. Mmmmmm Hartman, devoured by hungry darkness, became the thing that had
Oh
been
god.
Hartman. Broke loose, killed everyone it could, lurking, roaming, waiting. Then something else came. A resonance. The thing that had been Hartman went through another change.
Oh no. My Kai, stop cooking! You're cooking a little bit too hard. It's getting burnt. It's burning. Okay. I'm sure this is longer. Yeah, okay, I was right.
Hartman was desperate. The Federal Bureau of
We've
Control
heard
had stolen
Hartman
his life's work.
before, but we don't know
This was his
exactly
last
who
chance.
that
His
is.
final experiment. What he'd been too scared to do before. Hartman dove into the lake, was taken, devoured by
Cauldron
hungry
Lake,
darkness,
presumably.
became the thing that had been Hartman. Only an echo of him remained, fragmented impulses on autoplay, violent, bloodthirsty darkness in the driver's seat. Emerging from the lake, the thing was captured by the FBC, brought in, contained, studied. The thing broke loose, killed everyone it could.
Okay, so that's probably what happened in the investigation.
The thing was alone in the dark, lurking, roaming, waiting. Then something else came. Not darkness, but similar enough. A sound.
The hiss.
A resonance. It shouldn't be a surprise. If there's one, why not another? The darkness inside the thing could have been immune, could have resisted, fought, could have been passed by, passed through with no effect. But it didn't, and it wasn't. Maybe it had grown weaker over time, not aged. It was timeless, but weaker with no link to its source. A metamorphosis followed. The thing that had been Hartman went through another change.
Oh god. I do not want to fight that thing, bro. I do not want to fight both the monsters of this game and the monsters of Alan Wake. That is not my feeling, bro. Okay, so the spiral was where Alan was. And these circle things, something that we've seen before. This, I have no idea about. That could be for Quantum Break. This, no idea about. That could also be for Quantum Break. Who knows? They're all connected, I swear. I don't just sound like a conspiracy theorist. I mean, I am, but like, not in that way. Okay. Whoop. Don't like that. Oh, I also don't like Not really a fan of that either. Actually, you know what? It's kind of getting late for me. And I'm getting a little bit tired. So, I think I'm just gonna end the stream here.